HR management to evolve as job market changes. Yes, HR drives the whole company, correct? HR is a single contact person, will be a bridge between the management and the employees. So now HR also have to change because everything is going virtual. Now HR side also so much of virtual will be happening up. So let us understand what is that. Vulnerabilities for workers. One of the key area is this. According to a report, changes to job markets driven by new technologies accelerated further by the COVID-19 pandemic are opening up workers to threats as well as opportunities. Experts and industry leaders said on October 22 at a summit organized by World Economic Forum. Panelists at the Jobs Reset Summit 2020 being held online from October 20 to 23 also said that the 21st century employment model looks a lot like the 19th century. That means you will be thinking across, okay, 19 and December 19 to 20th December, Corona period. That is what the crux of it. Of course, you can take plus and minus before also and after also. But you will feel across after December 20 or maybe February or something 21, everything will remain same? No, because our hangover for the pandemic is still there. Even though the vaccine will come, another thing, you will not be 100% cure. Even you're not sure about how this vaccine is going to work for us. Correct? So many people are not coming out of the house unless and until it is required. They want safety as a phase 1. Now, as gaps are becoming visible in the social protection systems and the pandemic has created extraordinarily vulnerabilities for workers. So vulnerabilities for workers remain the key area for HR person. Now, potential job losses. Yes, we all know this. Another WF study found that as many as 57% of workers in India are concerned about potential job losses in the next 1 year. So assuming from now, you take it to the 2021 December or some kind of a thing. Although a large majority of employees also expect their employers to help them retain for new roles, because you'll be learning some new skills, automatically you'll be taken into also. Correct. The fact that technologies potentially allow us to work anywhere, anytime sounds extraordinarily attractive. But if it similarly would allow someone to tell me that I must work anywhere, anytime, regardless of my own choice, it's somewhat less attractive. Isn't it like that? Yes, nobody will be interested on that. Now, the third and the very important one is a gig economy. Now, gig economy is here to stay for some years. Then we don't know how the things will move. Okay. Now, what is called gig economy is a temporary position, freelance position or contract basis or consultant basis. All these are gig economy kind of a thing. Now, as revealed by the pandemic has created extraordinary vulnerability in the world of work and in the developing world specifically. Freelancers are not clear about their employment status and can find themselves falling through the gaps of social protection system. Yes, the moment it comes to freelancers, I think you don't have other fringe benefits and other things. So people will be thinking, why should I go for a freelancer? Let me go for a full-time job. But jobs are not available. So what they will do and how they will get into cope up into this. So that is what it has to be seen. Now, a new social contract. What is the next one? A very important one. Internet mediated platform jobs are absolutely breaking down wages and conditions. A new social contract is bonded between workers, employers, and governments to ensure that every working person enjoys an adequate minimum wage for a maximum number of hours worked, universal social protection, and occupational health and safety as a fundamental right. Now, this is going to come as a new rules and other things. Still, it's a long way to get into implementation stage. Some of the companies have still started across. This can be done with an end to employer impunity with mandated due diligence around workers and their rights, including sufficient grievances procedures and remedies. Next is re-engineering workplaces. What is required is a massive investment in people, workplaces, and jobs in growth industries. Correct? People need skilling and reskilling. In particular, governments and companies must invest in social protection, the most effective lubricant of the change. It is understood that change has been bad for too many people, so they are more likely to embrace change if they are reassured they won't fall through the cracks in the process. See, any new thing comes, there will be a process which has to be set. This process, present process which was set earlier, This was because of the older thing what it has happened. Now suddenly the pandemic has come, the problem has happened. Now everything is changing into different areas. People are going into work from home category, people are going into digital category, other thing. So now new process has to set. Unless and until a foolproof process is set, people will get into issues and problem and may not be interested to ready for this particular change. Once it is set, people will be interested to go for this change. Hence, workplaces need re-engineering, which would need better laws and regulations to protect workers, while more investment needs to go into areas with the greatest potential for job growth, including green technologies, the care economy, infrastructure, and the rural economy. Now, next is a continuous learning. Yes, we were all doing continuous learning before also, but now with the pandemic, we have to do more and more and more. According to Richard Lobo, Executive Vice President and Head of HR Infosys, reskilling is gaining importance as an increasing global workforce competes to stay relevant. In addition to staying relevant, upskilling offers professional opportunities to take up work that demands deeper skills and often offers higher compensation and career growth. Continuous learning improves the level of engagement of professionals at the workplace, thereby improving the levels of customer satisfaction as well as increased innovation.